Thank you, Mr. Nifogel, for being here. I would like to thank you as well from the Enlightened Film Society, which gave us the opportunity to screen Swiss films here. I'd like to thank also your assistant, Mrs. Merchant. I'd like to thank our team from Curry Western, which is Bea Dolder, and Mukesh Singh, so everybody who's worked while I was away. We do the Swiss Indian Film Bridge, which is a network platform to welcome anybody interested into exchanging between India and Switzerland. So this is not only for film, this is for cultural exchanges, but this is also for political or economical exchanges. And we thought that using film as a medium is a very interesting proposition. So I was in the Festival of Cannes this month, and I was looking at all the pavilion, and come to my mind, what is a Swiss film? And when you see all the pavilion, you cannot help but thinking that it's a very common fact, but it's impossible to have a film that is not coming from a country. In the same way, it's very difficult to imagine a filmmaker who would be somebody who is a citizen of the world. So to me, it is a very funny thing. You don't have that so much in music or in literature, where you can like a book or film a music, but with film, it is always a film from a country, in the way it is produced, in the way it is distributed, and to who it is talking to. So when you know that, and I'm myself half Swiss and half Indian, so I wonder what is the type of film I'm making or should be making. And when you look at Switzerland, Swiss are liking to show off drama. So that, I think, reflects very much in the film. There is what we call a Swissness that you see in film, and that is, to me, best expressed in documentaries. And our neighbors, as the consulate was mentioning, from Germany or Italy or France, they call it like a Swiss film school. Like they like this kind of, holding back, this kind of subtext and this kind of seriousness that are in film, and especially in documentaries. And in the choices of the film, you will see, from instance, there are exceptions. I think some exceptions is like the Daniel Schmid films, because he was one of the rare poets that we had, somebody who was talking on more subliminal levels and using emotions. And this is, I think, this was, because he's dead, a unique voice. And there is also another half Swiss, which is Godard. And Godard is mainly well known for all the films he produced, that he directed and did when he was in France. At the time of the Nouvelle Vague, the New Wave. So it is hard to define for me Godard as a Swiss filmmaker. I would define him as a filmmaker who worked in France, but he's a French filmmaker, but yet at the same time become a Swiss filmmaker. But still he had a unique voice, and it's also a proposition for what in an ideal world, what film production should be. We're talking a lot about Europe and European co-production, and in India now this is a question we are confronted every day, because not only we do the Swiss Indian Film Bridge, but we are starting also to do like something a bit bigger, where Switzerland is still in the middle, which is the European Film Bridge. And this is raising a lot of questions about the cultural needs of understanding each other country if you want to be have a little success in co-producing. This is not a question of money, but really a question of culture. So I think that's all I had to say for this. this question. It's something we can discuss a lot more. So if you want to discuss things, I'll be happy to talk with you after.